Hi, it's Mrs. Parry. We're going to go over the animation that you're going to look at as part of our exponential and logistics section of the book. When you click on the animation link, you're going to get to this website. And this is an animation about how a virus spreads. But I just want to point out that before you start the animation, you're asked to first scroll down past the instruction section. The instruction section's here. And read from this section here, from how the virus is spread. You want to read from this section down. Okay, and one of the questions on the form you're going to answer says, tell the 4 things that influence how a virus spreads. And those are the size of the population, the number of days that you're contagious, the number of people that you interact with, and the probability that you could spread it in the contact that you had with those people you interacted with. So after you read these, you're going to have some questions to answer. We're going to then send you back up to use the animation. So I just want to walk you through how to use the animation very briefly here. First of all, there's 4 population sizes you can pick from. The default is 25 people, which each square being 1 person, but we ask you to go to the 900 people option. So now every square represents 1 person, and there's 900 here. The second thing, it asks, how long are you contagious for? So we're going to do a contagion about 7 days. That's typical for like a cold. Chance of contracting the virus per contagious contact, we're going to put into this, let's just say for right now it's 8%. We'll say it's 8%. That's a pretty contagious virus if you have an 8% chance of contacting it by sitting next to somebody in class that has it. And how many people do you contact per day? Well, if you're at home, maybe you're contacting 5 to 8 people a day, but if you're at school, it's probably more like 20, 30 people. You sit next to different people every day. I'm going to put 10 in for this animation. We're going to say that you are in contact with 10 people on a daily basis, 10 different people a day, okay? And so now we have 900 people in our population. By the way, 900 people is probably pretty close to how many people are in our school building. You're contagious for 7 days, chance to contract is 8%, and you contact 10 people a day. Before you do anything with the animation, you have to click Calculate Results. So you can see the Calculate Results button right here. It will not work if you don't do Calculate Results, okay? And then you're going to see these numbers change, the day of how many days. So we're going to hit the Calculate Results button, and it says, look at this is going to last 27 days, this virus spread. And you see 1 person right now is red over here. Red means, if you look down here, we say red means just infected. Okay, so we have 1 person that's just infected. Now, I'm going to step through this day by day. So that's day 1. If I click this forward 1 day button, I get to day 2. And now that 1 person, remember that was this square over here, right? That 1 person has now turned blue. That person's contagious, but that 1 person has now infected a new person. So now there's 2 people who have the virus. We're going to step through the next day. So on day 3, these 2 people are now contagious and 2 more people have the virus. And we're going to step through to the next day. Now those 4 original people are contagious, and there's 4 more people that have the virus. And we can step through this, and I'm going to let it run for a few days. By hitting play, it'll run on its own, and I'm going to stop it after a few minutes, after a few seconds here. Okay, so it's running. Now we're going to get up to day 7, and when we get up to day 7, you're going to, I didn't stop it in time, so we'll keep going. Okay, so this one is, see these grays building, those are people who had it and now are no longer infected. So remember, we started off with 2 people. These 2, a person here has turned gray and a person here. Those 2 original boxes have turned gray. Anything that's white is people who never got the virus. And so you can finish running the simulation, and we ask you to run it with certain parameters, but I encourage you to try it out with different parameters. And as it grows, you can see that this makes a logistic curve, which is what is the point of this activity during this week, because that's what we're studying. At the end of this, everybody's gray, everybody has recovered from the virus who got it, and you can see on this screen 3 people never got it. Okay, so have fun with the simulation.